Hello everybody, welcome to Totally Tabled. My name is Shaggy, and today I'm doing a full solo playthrough of Return to Dark Tower. Now, I've already got the game mostly set up. I picked my starting character. She starts with 7 warriors and 1 spirit. I picked my starting kingdom, so we started in the south. Our little character starts at the citadel in that kingdom. And we gain the Champion of the South virtue, which will give us 2 wild advantages when we're in the desert. I'll explain all that when we get to it. I've also put out all the plastic buildings. I shuffled the treasure deck and made a market of 3 cards. I've set out all 6 different types of gear. There's 3 cards of each. I shuffled the corruption deck, shuffled the potion deck, set the quest item deck to the side. Now, this is an app-driven game, and I have the app all ready to go. So we're just going to start a new game. And we need to turn on the Dark Tower. Okay, let's calibrate. Oh. Okay, we're ready to go. Now this game comes with both the cooperative and a competitive mode. We're going to play the cooperative because there's just one of us. And we'll keep it on regular difficulty and not quite go to gritty difficulty yet. And I do not have that expansion, so let's just continue. There's one of us today. Now we can select what our main goal is going to be. And I believe this is the one that they recommend for your first game. Recover Azkul's treasures. The treasures of Azkul, the Sorcerer King, can be harnessed by the virtuous to draw the adversary from the tower. Bring them to Zaeda's sanctum, and they will complete the ritual. So we'll select that one. And yes, I've already selected this adversary, the Ash Strider. But again, there's a whole bunch of different choices you could make. The Ash Strider sows fire and chaos. It adds skulls to buildings and can even set the rivers on fire. And so it lets us know we need the River of Fire tokens, which we have over there. So we are ready to go. And now, again, you can select different foes. You have to select a level 2, 3, and 4 foe. I've already done that. I chose the Spine Fiends for the level 2s, the Frost Trolls for the level 3s, and the Striga. And there we go. There's a little overview of our game today. Let's get started. Okay, now we need to do a little extra setup. We need to place 2 skulls on each village and bazaar. Okay, each of the 4 kingdoms has 1 of each different type of building. We start with 24 skulls in the supply, and if we were ever needed to put a skull out onto the board and there were none left in the supply, we lose the game. So cleaning up these skulls is an important action that we're going to be taking throughout the game. Okay, and we have the 4 River of Fire tokens, so we're good there. The first player gains Zaeda? I think it's Zaeda as a companion. Okay, and now we're going to spawn a few foes. So it looks like there's a Spine Fiend in the Sands of Madness in the south. Ooh, and in the Tower Scar Desert in the north. The Grass Sea. Frost Troll at the Big Sister. Okay, not too far away. And there we go. Setup is complete. Our main goal for this playthrough is to quest at Little Sister when we have 4 of Azkul's treasures and 5 virtues. So we start with 3 virtues. we're going to need to unlock 2 more virtues, and we're going to have to dig through the treasure deck and find 4 treasures that have Azgul in the name. And actually, there's one there already in the market, the Crown of Azgul. Once we have those 4 treasures and the 5 virtues, we can go to Little Sister, which is right here in our home territory. That's interesting. We can quest there, take a quest action. That will complete part 1 of our task. That will release the adversary into the world, and then we'll need to go hunt down the adversary and defeat them in order to win the game. We have 6 months to complete our tasks. The first month only takes 1 turn, but the rest of the months will be around 6 turns, I believe. And in later months, we'll have different quests that we can complete other than just our main goal. For this first month, we don't have anything else. So on our turn, we can do several different actions. Luckily, there's a nice handy-dandy little player aid here on our board. We're just going to follow right along here. So it says right there at the start of the turn, we can take a banner action. And for us, that means we get to gain 1 spirit. We'll be using spirit to do many things, but one of the most important things is that's how we unlock new virtues. We have to spend 5 spirit at a citadel. We get to do 3 different types of actions. We can move, we can take a heroic action, and then we can reinforce. And we can do those in any order. Now, there's 3 different types of heroic actions. There's cleanse, which means remove these skulls from the board. We can battle foes, and then we can quest at these little quest locations that'll pop up. Reinforcing means taking actions at one of the 4 different buildings that are on the map. You'll see how all that works as we play. We have a move value of 3. We can move 3 spaces, and you can break up that move. You can move a little bit, take an action, then move a little bit more. And you can spend a spirit to double your movement. At this point, I think we really want to get down to this bazaar, because the bazaar is where you go to find treasures. And that's one of the main things we're going to need to do for this playthrough. So let's move down here. That's one of our 3 moves. And first things first, let's cleanse this bazaar. So we're going to take all the skulls there and put them back into the supply. And because of our generous virtue, anytime we do a cleanse, we can remove an additional skull at a building of our choice. And I'm thinking maybe we should do the furthest away kingdom. We might have trouble getting over there, so let's get rid of that one. And now, after you do a heroic action, you get to take 2 spirit. So we really want to be doing these heroic actions so we can get that spirit. And now we can do a reinforce. When you're at the bazaar, there's 2 different things you could do. You can either, for free, just get one of those gear cards, one of those face-up gear cards. You can only have 1 of each type. Or, instead, you could spend 2 spirit in order to gain a treasure. And I think that's what we want to do, because there is that Crown of Azgul that we need to collect. We can hold 4 treasures. And the Crown of Azgul says, after you reinforce at a sanctuary, also gain spirit equal to the current month. Ooh, that's cool. It's also going to give us a plus humanoid advantage. I'll explain advantage here in just a little bit. After you take a treasure, you immediately refill the market. Necklace of Haggling. Okay, so there's nothing there that says Azgul on it, so that is not helpful for us. And there we go. We've taken heroic action. We've taken our reinforce action. We have 2 more movement left out of our 3. And so we want to figure out where we want to start heading towards. Do we want to go this way or over here? I kind of feel like we want to come this way, maybe try to cleanse this village. So we're going to go 2, 3, and we're all done. We've done all of our movement. And at the end of your turn, you drop a skull into the tower and see what happens. Whoa! That was probably hard to see, but it dropped immediately out here into the east. So when a skull drops into a kingdom, you get to decide what building it goes on. Each of these buildings can hold a maximum of 3 skulls. If a 4th skull were to ever, need to get put onto a building, then that building is destroyed and bad things happen. Well, we're heading over to this bazaar, so I'm gonna take a little bit of a risk here, I think, and put a 3rd skull there. Hopefully, we won't need to add a 4th skull to it by the time I can get there and cleanse it. And as you can see here, we're gonna have a little bit of an event. The tower awakens. Ash Strider ignites the waters of the land. Put a river of fire token on a river of your choice. Okay, so this is this guy's thing. He puts out these rivers of fire. In order to cross this, you're going to have to lose six of your warriors. And we only start with 7, so that ain't great. I think since we're heading in this direction, maybe I'll put it way over here. I'm hoping we won't have to go that way. Okay, and the first month is a little bit short. It's just 1 turn. We jump immediately to the 2nd month, and we're going to get some new quests. So, here's our companion quest for this month. Recruit Gleb. Gleb? Gleb? Gleb. Gleb sees the chaos sown by the tower as an opportunity to line his pockets. Perhaps you can convince him to join you instead. So, we're going to be questing in the bleak wastes in the east. There it is. Okay. Spend 3 items to gain Gleb as a companion. Okay. Well, that's optional. Now, we don't have to do these. And now we have an adversary quest, Firewater. The Ash Strider sends its agents to work spells that turn water to fire. You must stop them. Quest in the Radiant Mountains in the north and spend 14 warriors or Ash Strider will ignite the rivers. Oh boy. Oh wow, that's really far away. That could be bad. That could be bad. And there we go. Our first turn of month 2. So right off the bat, we do our banner. We get a spirit. And now we have to figure out what we want to do. Well, I really don't want to have another one of those River of Fire tokens come out. That would really be terrible. Or would it? I guess we could close that off. It's going to be bad. So we definitely want to start heading that way, and we're going to need some more warriors. Now, you pick up warriors at the village. You can either gain 6 warriors for free, or you can spend a spirit to get 12 warriors. We start with 7, so that would be enough, and then it's just a matter of getting all the way over there. I think for now, before we even move, let's cleanse. Let's cleanse this village as our heroic action. We get to cleanse 1 more skull somewhere else. And I'm starting to actually worry about this region now. So let's get rid of 1 of those. We get 2 spirit for doing that. And now I think let's move. 1, 2, 3. We're going to go to this bazaar right here. The river is just like another side. You can cross it. It's no big deal. And I say let's get another treasure. So we'll spend 2 spirit. I think I really like this Circlet of Conviction. It says spend instead of dropping a skull into the tower this turn, take another turn. Well, that's pretty great. That's just an extra turn. I say we pick that one up. Okay, still not a treasure that we need. And there we go. I think that's our entire turn. Now, we could just use this right away. Yeah, I think let's just use this right away. So we spin that, we get a whole nother turn. Take our spirit for the banner. And hey, we're here at this bazaar. Let's immediately cleanse it. Use our generous virtue there. We get our 2 spirit. You know what? Let's just reinforce right away. Let's get some more treasure. We got to dig through this treasure deck. I like this necklace of haggling. Now, I haven't talked about haggling yet, but anytime you reinforce, you have the option of rolling this crazy die. This die has a couple of good sides. It's got this, which if you roll that, you'll get a free gear. If you roll this, you can get a free potion. And if you roll this, you can just get 3 warriors. Fantastic. There's also a blank side, which means you get nothing. But there's also these 2 sides here, and those mean that the reinforce action fails. You don't get to do anything. You just lose your reinforce action for that turn. Well, this necklace of haggling says we get to ignore that side on the haggle die and reinforce as normal if we were to roll that. So that means we can roll this die with abandon. That sounds fun. And a new treasure comes out. Ah, there we go. Okay, so that's one of those treasures that we're looking for. Perfect. And we haven't moved yet. We get 3 moves. Yeah, let's keep going because we're going to need to get over there. But I also want to visit this village. So let's just go 2. There we go. We're done. I'm going to drop a skull in. Okay, the tower ate the skull. Sometimes the tower will eat the skull and spit it out later. And look at this. No events. All right, we got off easy that time. And now we're back to round 2. Gain a spirit because of the banner. Well, we are falling into a little bit of a rhythm here, but I think this is good for us. Let's cleanse this village. Gonna grab that one as my extra. We get 2 spirit. I actually want to move to this citadel. We could reinforce here and get those warriors, but I think I'll do that at that village over there. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3 to the citadel. And because we got the haggling necklace, we will roll the haggling die. Oh, we got a blank. Okay, so nothing happens. At the citadel, we can do 2 things. We could either just for free gain a potion, or we can spend 5 spirit to unlock one of our virtues. And remember, we need to unlock 2 of our virtues for the main quest. So let's go ahead and do that. And I think right off the bat, I want to unlock Blessed. This says that we can spend a spirit to prevent up to 6 warrior losses during a battle or in a dungeon. And you'll see that here before too long, I'm sure. So there we go. Nice. That is the end of that turn. And this time we have an event. Zaeda draws forth a powerful artifact from another realm. The player with Zaeda may gain the top card of the treasure deck. Oh, hey, let's see what we get. Oh, it's not one we need. Lamp of Darkness. Spend to remove 1 foe from your space. And it gives us a beast advantage. All right, all right. Not bad. Ooh, new wares. Put any number of treasures from the market on the bottom of the treasure deck and then refill the market. Okay, that's fantastic. That's what we need. Let's put these 2 at the bottom. We'll leave the one there that we need, and hopefully we'll get a couple more out. Okay, there we go. All right, so now there's 2 of Asgul's treasures there. Asgul's treasures? Rumor. Gouts of flame erupt from the tower. Scouts believe they will soon rain down on a sanctuary. That's a little hint that one of the sanctuaries in one of these kingdoms is going to get hit. Lucky for us, no sanctuary has a skull right now, so we're looking pretty good skull-wise. Ooh, and another Spine Fiend's coming out. Sands of Madness. Ooh, there's 2 there now. And a Frost Troll in the north. Okay, but they haven't attacked or anything. Cool. I'm going to put that there to remind me. Okay. Spirit. I think we're just going to hit that village and then go straight to the bazaar and try to pick up those treasures. That's kind of what we need to do right now. And then maybe we can work our way back around. 1, 2, cleanse. Cleanse this extra one. 2. And yeah, let's get those 12 warriors from the village. Oh, but before we reinforce, we can roll the reinforce die. Okay, there we go. If we didn't have the Necklace of Haggling, we would have gotten shut down there. But because of this, we just get... nothing happens. Okay, now we're made of warriors. Got a huge band of warriors following us. We had one more move left. Okay. Okay, wow, the tower is eating all of the skulls so far. Now a seal is about to be broken. On each of these sides, there's 3 seals that are covering up additional openings, which might produce skulls, or different glyphs that can make some of these actions more expensive. Let's see what happens. Okay, now this is probably hard to see, but it's showing this door right here. So we opened it up, and it's just an opening. So that might be a spot where skulls will come out. This region might be a little more vulnerable. Okay, and that's it. I want to stop at that bazaar, but I say let's take care of this adversary quest while we can. Well, first let's get our banner. Now we're going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. And now for our heroic action, we are going to choose a quest. We have a quest marker there. So in the app, you go over here, you click on the quest. And it says we need to spend 14 warriors. 15. Okay, that leaves us with just 5, but we've completed. So you just click and hold. And there we go. By doing that, we've prevented another river fire token from coming onto the board. We can remove that quest marker. That would have happened at the end of the month if we didn't do that. So that's great. And now that is a heroic action, so we get 2 more spirit. And now we're at a citadel. And so I do think we want to take our reinforce action and just get that virtue that we need. Let's roll, though. Ooh, free potion. Okay. First we do the reinforce action. We're going to spend 5 spirit to unlock our second virtue. I think I want to do anointed. +1 wild advantage for each building with no skulls on or adjacent to your space. Okay, that's going to help us when we start fighting, which might be right here pretty soon. And we get a potion. Potion of the Golden Sun. Spin to gain a spirit. Okay. I might as well do that right now. That's everything. We now have the virtues that we need, so it's all about getting those treasures. Ooh, and it comes right out. We heard that sanctuaries might get hit, so we definitely don't want to put this on a sanctuary. I think we want to put on this village as close as possible to our home region. Maybe we can get over there. And no events. That's lucky. Turn 5. I think we have 6 turns in a month. I really don't think we're going to recruit Gleb. I think we're just going to ignore that and focus on the task at hand now. Do we want to take out that troll? I think we might, you know. I think we might. We have this lamp of darkness here. Yeah, I think it might be worth taking on that troll while we're here. First, let's get our banner. Can't forget your banner. We'll do 1 move. And we'll just spend this lamp of darkness. Actually, if we do that, then we haven't done a heroic action. We haven't actually battled, so we won't get the spirit. Maybe instead, we're going to battle. And that way I get to show you how battling works. First thing you do is you figure out how many advantages you have over this particular foe. If we look at the Frost Troll, it says melee and humanoid. So that means that any advantages that you have of the melee variety and the humanoid variety, you can then use, you can take those into the battle, as well as any wilds that you might have. I can see here we have one humanoid advantage because of the Crown of Azkul. Is that all we have? It looks like that's all that we have. Oh, our Anointed gets us +1 wild advantage for every building that's adjacent that doesn't have any skulls. And there's one there and there's one there. So that's 2 more advantages for a total of 3. And I think I want to use Zaida's special ability right here, which says spend 1 treasure to gain 3 wild advantages. You can do this once per turn. So let's spin this Lamp of Darkness. That's a total of 6 advantages that we're taking into this battle. That should be more than enough. Okay, in order to battle, click on that. And you select which foe. So this is a Frost Troll. You can see it's level 3. So that means there's basically going to be 3 rounds to this battle. At the bottom here, it also shows how tough the particular foe is at the moment. Level 3 foe, we got to select 3 cards here at random. Let's just do a nice little pattern like that. And now we're going to have to go through each of these cards. Like we said, we have a total of 6 advantages. 10 is the maximum number of advantages that you can take into any battle. Humanoid Treachery. Place a skull on 2 different buildings in your current kingdom. I definitely don't want to do that. So what I can do is spend an advantage to improve this card. You can see right now it's at a level 3. So if I just click on this arrow, I spend an advantage and it goes down to a level 2 card. Place a skull on a building. Now we're just placing 1 skull. I could do that, but instead I'm going to spend a second advantage, get it to its lowest level, and now I don't have to do anything. So we can just confirm and go to the next card. Because I came in with 6 advantages, I'll just be able to easily knock each of these cards down to the lowest level. Lose a gear or 5 warriors. Definitely don't want to do that. Lose 1 gear or 2 warriors. And now we bumped it down to its lowest level. Now we actually get to gain a gear. I really like having that +1 magic advantage. So I think I'm going to grab this gear, the brass talismans. One of the reasons I want to have an extra magic advantage is because our adversary is a magic beast. So having magic advantages and beast advantages is going to help us at the end of the game when we need to defeat that. And again, we have 2 more advantages left, so we can just take that down to the lowest. Ooh, gain a potion. Potion of the Siren Song. Spin to move any foe up to 2 spaces. Okay, well, we'll hold on to that. And we've defeated the Frost Troll, so we can remove it from the board. And there we go. We gained a gear, a potion, and because that was a heroic action, we get 2 more spirit. That was a much better use of that card than to actually use its effect. So I'm really happy about that.